Hey YouTube, how the heck you doing? It is day 2 of NaNoWriMo, so we're almost done, halfway there. Not quite, but I'm going to show you what I've accomplished so far in a minute here. But I just want to let you know I enjoy sharing this with you. I'm going to show you a few tips today in Scribner that I came across yesterday as I've been playing around and doing my writing and everything. I know that some of you that are watching this may already be on day 3 or possibly day 1, depending on your time zone and stuff and how you watch it or when you watch this. But you can still join in if you like. Follow along. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And if you know someone that does some writing and stuff, go ahead and share this video to them and see if they'll join in and see what we can get accomplished this month, this year, for NaNoWriMo. So let's go here, check out Scribner, and I'll show you what I've been doing. I noticed yesterday when I was doing the screen recording that the resolution was a little high on the screen and you weren't able to see exactly what I was pointing to perhaps, so I lowered the resolution a little bit, and hopefully that will be better in this one. If not, I can still adjust it. But let me go ahead and go into Scribner here, and like I said, this is all your main menu up here as far as adding, composing keywords, but as we go along we'll get more and more into that. But like I said yesterday, the binder, which is that little side column on the left here, it's like holding a three-ring binder that you have all your stuff in. Say when you were going to school, you had all that stuff jammed in there and everything. You had your folders and papers and everything. That's exactly what this binder does here. It's got your manuscript, it's got characters, places, front matter, and research. And depending on the template you select, this side column and these choices will change and to correspond with whatever template you're working with. So the first 3 or 4 places, characters, and manuscript, that's mainly for text. It's not until you get down into the research one here that you're able to put in all kinds of media, text, pictures, and such like that. The only other one that you can do a picture in that I've come across so far is a character. If you have a character and you have an idea of what that character would look like, or a vision of it that you found on the internet, I'm going to open Inspector on the side here. This is what this character I have called Nicole, what I assume she's in. This is just a picture that I took several years ago, but that is my character for that, and you were able to put a picture in there under the inspector and everything like that. So let's jump up to manuscript, and as I was saying yesterday, I set my targets so I can show my targets, and as you can see, I did 2,490 words yesterday, so I surpassed my 2,000 word target for that session yesterday, which was pretty good. And I also went ahead and I did some customization to the toolbar here. If you do a right click, you can do a customized toolbar, or if you just go up to view and then I'll go all the way down to the bottom, you have customized toolbar. But once you do that, it gives you all these items that you can drag onto your toolbar. So I selected my target one, and all I did was drag it up to there and plop it on there, so I don't have to go into the menu every time I want to see how my target is going. And same if you want to remove it, you would just bring it down and it disappears. But you go ahead and drag it up, find an empty spot, it will give you that green plus, drop it in, go down and say none, and you have your targets there. So that is my target. I reached it yesterday, so I'm pretty good on that. One day, only a few more to go, and we should be doing good there. And as far as worrying about saving, you can save your project as you go along, but Scribner auto saves every 2 seconds or so as you're working on your document, so you don't have to worry about that, or if it crashes, you should still be good to have everything saved up and all that. But let's go ahead into manuscript. As you can see, I added some chapters. Not all of them have something in it. I think only chapter 1 is what I was working on yesterday. So I have some scenes in there. Got about 4 scenes. If you want to go ahead and add a scene, what you would do is just highlight chapter 1, and if you hit the add here, it's going to go and add another document under your folder, which I have as chapter 1. I can call it scene 5, scene 6, or whatever you want to call it, something that will differentiate what that scene is for you as far as when you're doing your outline and doing your story. So I have that under there, and if you want to delete it, you can go ahead and hit the trash can up in the menu. That deletes that. I also have scene 4. I have something in there, and all those scenes are all filled in right now, so I have all that going on. And if you go up to the top here, this is another area I work with. It's the corkboard. It's under the group mode, and that'll show you what your scenes are set up. And they're set up where you can drag them around. Say you have your scenes and you think this scene will work better in this location or this sequence. And as you can see on the side here, scene 2, scene 3, scene 1, and 4 have all been switched around because that's how I did it. And that helps really good if you don't have things just called scene 1, 2, 3, 4. Say that's called outdoors at the lake or whatever you want to call your scene. That way when you rearrange them, they can have any kind of sequence you want. If you want to change up that sequence, you can do that without disrupting the flow of your story or anything like that. You can also go down here at the very bottom. You can do a customization of what card size you want to use. You can do 3x5s is what it's set at now, which is the number of cards across. So it's at auto, say I want to do 3 cards by 5 cards. So this corkboard is going to do 3 cards across and 5 cards down if I had all those scenes set up. If I want to use a small font, I can do that. Makes it a little bit smaller once you do the smaller cards. And then there you have on your chapter scenes and corkboard. The other one here in the group mode that you can look at is the sub-documents. That just gives you a quick play on what's going on there. And on the other end of there, it gives you the scene synopsis of title and the synopsis of what's going on there. You can label your scenes. You can do an idea, notes, character notes, chapter, or scene. So I got them all labeled there. It's not giving me the words, although there's words in every scene. I'm still getting 0 words, so I got to check that out. But typically, I'm working in the corkboard mode. And on there, you can change your scene name, and it will change it over here. You can do a little description of what main character enters room, whatever you want to call it, just to give you an idea of what's going on in that scene. And then down here in status, along the right hand side here, you can see under your inspector that you have a status of first draft, no status to do. I have it set to first draft, but because I don't have my view set for that, if I go up here to view and then I go down to corkboard options and I show the status, I get a first draft stamped on that. Scene 2, I don't have a status on that if I were to set that to first draft. That way, as you're going along and editing and you feel that this scene, particular scene, or this particular scene is a little more accomplished, you can do a revised draft or you can do a final draft. But since this is my first draft on this scene and this chapter, I'm going to stay at first draft. Go ahead and change these other ones to first draft. And that one to first draft. So that's just a few of the little tidbits that I came across. You got the characters with your pictures. I still haven't found one for this character, and I still need to add some more characters. But for now, that's what I'm going to leave it at. I'm going to go ahead and jump in on my story and see if I can pound out another 2,000 words. So that is my day 2 of NaNoWriMo. Hopefully you had a well productive day also. If not, still time to jump in there, get it going. Like I said, I overreached my goal a little bit. I'm happy about that. I'm going to keep trying to do that every day. I'm going to jump in any minute here and just start my day off writing on my novel. I got my editor down there. He's sleeping away. If I need any help with any grammar or words, I'm sure he'll be right there to help me. But catch you next time, guys. Actually, see you tomorrow, and have a good one.